goal was Enbridge was going to try and roll out and actually bill customers basically for solar thermal.
Oh, okay.
So they wanted an accurate model that they can bill from, so they want to know that the data they get out of the existing controller is real. So there's already a monitoring system built into their system, but they wanted to verify that in different conditions across the country as well.
Which is another thing that we've done in this case. Some of these solar thermal systems do have monitors on them, but we're monitoring separately.
Yeah.
That was one of the lessons we learned from the Ecoterra house, is that if you want reliable data, you've got to put a meter in and get necessarily count on getting data from other sources, because they've got different priorities than we have.
Yeah. One concern is you're using the same manufacturer for all the data sets. If that component isn't producing the right data, then you might be seeing skewed results across the whole thing. If you're using Camstruct for every house, which it sounds like I know it's the de facto solar thermal monitoring, and they use it for billing in Europe and all of that. So I know it's a good quality product, but again, we've got one on here, we're trying to monitor it now, and we've got some issues with it. Again, we're trying to monitor the glycol, so they've given us a different style of flow meter for the glycol. So, yeah, it's interesting.
Okay. Yeah, we're not monitoring the glycol.
Yeah.
Because they're calibrated for that. The way that it was put to me is they don't work in glycol. I don't like that particularly. I like more detail as to what is it that doesn't work, why doesn't it work. Pretty sure it's just a calibration factor, but we're not sure. Not positive.
And so this is the data for Canada. Do you compare that data with similar projects in other parts of the world?
We won't be.
You won't?
No. There may be others who do. Certainly our hope is to be able to get this, this information out.
Okay. So
for our communities.
I'm just wondering, it's interesting because we're installing solar thermal. We're being very happy with that solar thermal system. We haven't got that accurate monitoring on it. But it's interesting, it sounds like all the systems are underperforming, which is, but it'd be interesting to compare with other systems in other locations and see if that's the case too.
Yeah. We've got quite a few of them.
Yeah,
Quite a few places around the
I agree.
country. Now there's an interesting sort of philosophy thing here when it comes to solar thermal. The guy who was told to install the meters was told to monitor the solar collector output. Basically, the amount of heat that's captured.
Yeah.
Turns out that's a useless piece of information. It's just irrelevant. Because what you really want to know is how much solar thermal energy are you pulling out of the solar thermal storage tank and putting into the house.
Yeah.
That's the number that matters. So,
because if you've got a tank and you're away for a week and you're not using any of the energy,
and as I said, what Hot 2000 does is an energy balance on a monthly basis. So there's no memory of what happened last month. Which makes it difficult to monitor, measure, or simulate thermal mass with Hot 2000.
In the same way, I would imagine it's difficult to simulate any large solar thermal storage vessel as well. Against thermal mass.
With red screen.
Yeah.
You could put a transistor or something like that where there is some memory.
So for your home, what are you looking at doing?
Actually, probably more insulation, just sort of passive things as opposed to solar or water. Might do something like that, but that's still in the conceptual stage. don't think we'll do PV at all at this stage. Everything we've seen so far says it's probably not cost efficient yet. So I think we'll do something with hot water, but how and what, I'm not sure.
Whereabouts are you? You have a lot already?
Yeah, in Cerulean, yeah.
Which,
You know where Dale is and Sean?
I don't know that.
Okay, when you drive in, the first intersection, and then if you turn right, you go over to where Ron's place is.
Okay.
There's a big sort of greenhouse up on the hill.
Yeah.
We're immediately west of that.
Okay.
And then there's another house 2 lots over, and so we're in those 2 lots in between.
That's a nice area.
Well, hope so. Seems far away right now, but we'll see. We were going to do just normal standard construction of a package house from Lindell, which was really nice design-wise, but energy efficiently it wasn't very good at all, and they weren't really open to modifying things to the point that we wanted it. So we found a fellow out in, he's got an office in Ontario, London, I think, and also in Vancouver Island, and he's building flat pack homes that are 16 walls, and it sounds exactly what we want. So what we're trying to do now is just get it a little bit smaller because of the constraints we have. It's really in terms of footprint and whatnot. So we're only within 100 square feet of where we need to be conceptually. We still have a lot of fine tuning to do. So we should have a set of plans back from them this week. We've had one preliminary set so far. Early days in a lot of ways. So it's more just information gathering at this point and trying to see what systems to put in and then prepare for. I'm keen to do some level of monitoring, but I'm not going to be religious about it or fanatic. I'd still like to know what we're going to do. And my wife is a lot more interested in the overall concept and design side of it as well. So she's talking weeds, gold, or platinum at this point, but we'll see.
Oh, okay. So for your guys, now that you've done these equilibrium homes or you're monitoring them, you have presentations like this to try and feed back some of that stuff you learned and what's going on. Do you have other ways of involvement, like current people building houses? Do you have mechanisms for interacting with them? Like I know you have the net zero program to encourage people to use, I guess.
For the equilibrium, it's a CMHC project. So we'll be feeding into CMHC's information. They've hired us.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
So they're doing advertising, lots of advertising. If you look in Ron's very cool home brochure, there's a CMHC advertisement where they talk about the equilibrium project. So that's what they do.
Do you think some of that information and ideas will roll back into building standards? Because
certainly
you
eventually.
pointed out one factor that I know, because in the plumbing field, the grey water, nobody had been able to leave it in situ. It's purely because the plumbing standard is. They're just starting to bring it into this release of the plumbing code. And it's still very woolly at this stage. There's nothing really there for it. And it's not a national code. It is a national code, but it's only adopted provincially slowly. Here we're working on the 1990 version of the plumbing code in Saskatchewan. There's no way it's ever going to be here for the next 15 or 20 years, probably, to actually allow you to put grey water recovery legally into your property.
Part of when I mentioned the Rinker Roadhouse, so you go back that 30 years or whatever it is, and look at what came out of that house. And in essence, it's the R2000 program that came out of that house. So if you then project that forward, an R2000 is pretty close now to running its course. It's now being replaced by Energy Star, and it's actually starting also to get incorporated into code. Like it's not a